Hey family, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dlamini, but you can call me Mrs. Dlamini. And in today's video, I am finally doing, it's been highly requested. I mean, I wouldn't say highly requested, but like it's been requested quite a lot. A how we met video, and today that's what I'm doing for you guys with the guy that's going to be looking down the whole time. Like, the whole time. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay, guys. This is something, and I feel like I cannot do a how we met video without him being there to make sure that I'm not lying, I'm not adding spices. He has to be there to corroborate the story. Okay. So yeah, when did we meet? We met, what year was it when we met? So we met in 2016. Ooh. We met in 2016. I was working, and as you guys know, at the company that I used to work for, I was at reception. So that's where I was. And actually, okay, a backstory is he used to sell Bluetooth speakers, right? And you could like, did you used to call them shower speakers? Okay, but you could attach them to your shower because like they had that thing, and then you could like literally like while you're showering have music. They were pretty like they were pretty cool, and so I bought one. But basically, like someone at work was selling them or helping him sell them, right? And I bought one, and then he came that day we met. He came to meet that lady who was helping him sell the speakers, and she wasn't there, unfortunately. Yeah, so then he gets there with his friend from work, and he asked for the lady, and I'm like, oh no, she isn't here. And then I don't remember what like what made me like realize that you were the guy that was selling the speakers. Like honestly, I don't remember. But basically, yeah, I ended up like finding out. Or you had said, did she leave any money? Did she leave any money for me? Because blah 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 blah. I know there's some people that bought some speakers, and I was like, oh, you're the speaker guy. And yeah. So then, because I had not paid, then I was like, can I just like pay you? Like, can I just pay you now? Honestly, like at the time, to me, like I made so many people working the job that I used to work at. Like I met so many people. So like to me, it was just like a normal occurrence, basically. But I think Umugai, I think he was experiencing something completely different. I wish he could corroborate what I'm saying right now, but it's okay. Basically, I paid, did I end up paying you? I paid him, and then he was like, okay, cool, thank you. And then he leaves, right? But then here's the thing. When he, like, because the door is a glass door. So, like, when he got to the other side, and I could still see him literally. I don't know if he thought the door was soundproof or what. Because next thing I hear, to his friend is like, basically translation is, sure, who's that, basically, to his friend, because his friend happened to know me ish. All right, and I'll never forget that day. But like I was like, oh okay, like okay. And then I kept it pushing, like I kept it moving. And then what happened, babe? How did I find out that you liked me? It was it through Corsi? Or was it through Nedo? But you didn't tell Nedo that you liked me. Guys, we should have thought about the story before we came onto the camera. But basically, I think a friend of mine was working where he was working also, and they used to see each other a lot, right? And honestly, I don't know if he said anything to her. Like, it doesn't make sense that you would say anything to me, or maybe you would because you knew that we were friends. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, but anyway, it's okay. Like, it was established that he likes me. Like, that part was very well established. And then another person who, oh no, the lady that I was working with that was helping him sell the speakers, nah, yeah, I think she like also was like, you know, like honestly guys, I really didn't pay it any mind as yet. And then on the end, until Kosi, his cousin, my now Koni, but my then friend, was like, how, why did I not in and I'm like, what? And they're just like telling me that, hey, my brother really likes you. He was telling me that I must help him. And I was like, I want no part of it. I want no part of it. Because you're my friend, he's my brother. Like, what happens if you guys disappoint each other? What's going to happen? She really didn't want any part of it. Like, she was like, no. Little did she know that this was actually a forever thing. Anyway, so this guy is an IT, by the way, but for some reason he ended up being the one who kept bringing claims to work. Like, all of a sudden he's bringing claims like almost every day to work. Like, that part was really weird, but I suppose it kind of helped because I guess, you know, when you see someone more than once, when you keep seeing somebody, then something grows there, right? So by the time my friend who works with him had told me Wutike, basically he told me they had a little conversation, and she wanted to give him my number, but then the way he responded to it was like, no, I wanted to be respectful. Like, I want her to give me the number. Basically, I don't want it to be like, oh, just because I know her friend, I'm getting the number. And that, for me, when she came back and told me that, like, that made me like really pay attention now, because I was like, guys, you know, guys are very disrespectful. Guys don't care how they get what they want. When they want what they want, they will do anything, you know, respect. What's that? So, you know, that little thing was like, for me, okay, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy that is operating like this? And that made me say, give him my number. So then she gave him the number, and also Kwesi had told me that he was like preparing. I feel like some things are not. Anyway, Kosi had told me that this one was basically preparing and making sure, like, he didn't want to come at me without cutting loose ends. I think, yeah, he didn't want to come at me without just making sure that he's ready to focus on pursuing me and doing it in such a way that is like respectful and wholeheartedly pursuing me and me alone, right? And yeah, all those things for me, guys, they like, it was very like interesting to me because like, I think with the long activity these days, actually not even these days, but men in general deserve nothing. They really don't deserve anything. So this one, he was different towards me anyway, and that, you know, I think that got me. Like, it really, really got me. I was like, okay, I want to get to know this guy. What is he about? Who is he? Why does he feel this way about me? Like, okay, fine, I know, I know that, but you know. So yeah, then did I text you first or did you text me first? I think I Huh? No, because I didn't have your number. You had my number. But you took so long to text, and I was like, "Ugh, why isn't he texting? Because I know he has my number now." But then, Gwasi Dawuti, then I found out from Kosiguti, like, you were, tying loose ends or whatever. So anyway, long story short, we ended up talking a little bit, excuse me, and meeting, like officially for the first time outside of seeing each other at work and just, yeah. I went on a solo date, and then after I was done, and then I told him where I was, and then he came. Oh no, he was late actually, and like this whole time I'm like, guys, when they say fate, yeah, like when something's supposed to happen, like it's literally just that. Because if one thing about me, I ain't got no patience. One thing about me, first of all, that whole solo date thing, Jay. The fact that I was on a solo date, I think made me, because I started off, it had just been my birthday not so long ago. So I went for a spa day, like just me, and that is not me. Like I don't do that. I'm very uncomfortable being alone in public. So the fact that I did that on my own, right? And then I went to the restaurant that was next to the spa, and I just sat there by myself and ordered something. Like that is so weird. And so I think I was already calm, I was already relaxed, and by the time he was telling me that I was experiencing problems with his car that was making him late, I was like a bit more lenient, I was like, okay, sharp, it's fine. I waited. One thing about me, I don't wait for no man. But I waited that day, and I wasn't even like angry or anything like that. I'm very impatient, like none of that. Like I was like, okay, fine. I was like, okay, this guy is he selling me dreams? But like still, I waited for him, and he showed up, and it was nice. I don't know where to even end the story. Like when did we? I think maybe we need to end it like when we were officially like dating. Okay, so from that day, that time that he came to the restaurant when I was alone having a date all by myself, I was happy that he finally came, and we ended up going back to where he stayed because he has a huge family and they're always hanging out together. So we went there and we were just chilling there. And from that time, like from that weekend, we couldn't spend like time apart or on weekends, of course, because remember we quit. Like from that time, like we were just always together. Like we were like literally every weekend we were hanging out, and it was really fun. That whole process of getting to know each other, of butterflies and all that stuff, even though we were not like we were free. I don't know what were we hanging out as, I don't know, but like it was just vibes and it was just nice. That's all I know. And then I remember one time he was like asking me, so like, we've been hanging out for quite a while now. What is up? And guys, honestly, like for me, like when I met my husband, like I was just not looking for anything, to be honest with you guys. That's just the truth. I was not looking for anything. I was just not there. I was not in the right headspace for all of that. As much as I was enjoying, his company, I was really just not. And so I kept brushing, the subject over. I just kept brushing it off. But not long after that, I remember we had like a nice, really like proper date, because we realized that all along we've been just hanging out, and that like, so we had like a proper date. That was our first date. And I remember I even went to Kosi to do my makeup. She, like, actually my best friend and I were talking about this like literally yesterday, and she was saying, when had you ever gone to do your makeup for a guy? Like never. I had never done anything like that before. Should have known. But anyway, we went on that date. It was amazing. It was everything. Like it just felt good. It felt right. Also, we dressed up. We looked so nice, and we went on the dates. Right now, it's nice and it's very clear that we are really liking each other, but we were still not official until until boom, we found out that we were pregnant. We're not gonna go into detail about that, it's none of your business, but we found out that we were pregnant. And yeah, I think that basically forced us to kind of have the conversation. He was very like calm. He was very calm. He was very like supportive. And after we had found out, like we went and we just sat down and we spoke about it, and he told me that, you know, he was there for me and that we got this, we're in it together. And I think for me that was the, you know, for me that's what, I wouldn't say forced me, but because I was already like there, guys, I don't know why I was being stubborn. But anyway, everything happens for a reason, and I think, you know, it kind of forced me to wake up, because maybe, you know, if I didn't fall pregnant, I'd probably be on some maybe I just want to still see what's out there. You never know, you know what I'm saying? So that just made me focus on the good man that was right in front of my eyes, the man who from the beginning had been very clear what he wanted, and that he wanted me. And I was able to also just give him the same energy. Like, and from there on, guys, like the rest is history. Like everything flowed, we became parents, and we experienced that. We got married and we became parents again. And yeah, I think that's it. Did I leave anything out? Yeah, guys, that's about it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I tried to make it, I mean, it's supposed to be short. So yeah, that's the story of how we met. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because some of you guys have been asking for this literally from the time I started the channel. So I hope you guys appreciate and enjoy the story. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.